you lift them up, getting friction from the ridges, and of course again you can walk quite a long distance with 4 plants in each hand.
Hello, possums. Yes, it's Dame Edna, toiling in the fields. Just as well I'm wearing my oldest frock. And I always wear very little costume jewellery when I'm working on one of my very own gladdie farms. And I have a quarrel with you, my darling Don Burke. Come here.
What have I done?
You haven't ever had nearly enough about gladdies on your famous show Burke's backyard.
I'm sorry.
And you're going to make amends on this occasion because we're going to go on a tour of my extensive gladdie holdings. Let's get into my 4-wheel drive limo and go on a tour of the estate. See you in a moment. Oh, thank you. Aren't they beautiful? What a picture.
It's a great crop.
Haven't they come up almost overnight?
Oh, looks stunning.
These are very high quality, and as my darling Ron knows, I have these sometimes flown all over the world for my audiences when the gladdie season isn't at its best elsewhere.
Are Australian gladdies highly regarded overseas?
They are. As a matter of fact, when I hurl them into the audience, people almost kill to get them. They've got such big, thick, juicy stalks. The women love them. Hold your gladdies right in and stand for maximum thrust. Over. Point them in the wrong direction, even if you must. The people don't love to be morally concussed. We're back in the erect position. Gladdies, we love you. But I'm a bit of an earth mother, and you talk about my TV. I'm really a stage person. I love that human contact. And isn't it funny, we're sitting in the middle of this field, and it makes me very proud to think that I grow Australian gladdies. They're the best in the world and the envy of the world, and they're such a beautiful flower, and I get quite weepy just thinking about them because I've invested squillions in my gladdie farms, such as this. This is my, really, perhaps the showplace with all my gladdie holdings. And so my money comes poking up through the soil. I pick it and throw it away. At you, if you're lucky. Thank you, Don. Well, this is the nerve centre of the whole operation. Good morning, girls.
Good morning, Dame Edna.
And how are you, Rachel?
It's Jill, Dame Edna.
Oh, Jill, of course it is. And how are you getting on, Helen?
Oh, it's Robin, Dame Edna.
It's Robin, is it?
Yes.
Oh, you look like a Helen. And what are you up to here? Oh, it's little Teresa. I didn't get that wrong, did I?
No.
What are you doing here, darling?
We're getting the bulbs, like how they got deep,
And cleaning them.
cleaning them off.
Stripping that little husk off them. Isn't that fascinating? They learn early on Dame Edna's gladdie farm. These are not called bulbs, though, Teresa, darling. They're called corms. You know, I didn't ever know that until quite recently. But they're always corms, aren't they, Don?
Yes, they're always corms.
I learnt the word because it rhymes with my late husband, Norm.
Actually, when you look at them, they look surprisingly like the prostate.
Do they? Well, I've not really seen the prostate, and you'd have to be a bit of an acrobat. Or you'd have to be able to see in the dark, Don. But I suppose they do have a sort of feeling of my husband's rogue organ. And how are you, Lloyd? Lloyd is awestruck. He's learning. These have to be kept for a year, don't they?
Yes, and planted next year.
Planted next year. Do they have to be kept cool?
Yes, they do, in a cool room.
Lovely. And at home, of course. Can't you, Burke? You can keep them in the fridge.
Exactly.
You're growing gladdies yourself. I'd like to move on now to the real nerve centre of my operation, which is the gladdie grading department. This is one of my very important people. Hello, Melissa.
It's Marie.
It's Marie?
Marie, yes.
Where? Oh, you're Marie. Of course you are. This is Berkey. Doll Burke. Marie. What are you up to here?
I'm grading the flowers.
Grading them. Very
Yes.
important.
Yes, it is.
Do you ever reject any?
Some, yes, we do. Yes.
So what's the smallest ones that you do?
We'll have the thinner ones like this.
Mind you, people like them even smaller too, don't
They do. The smaller varieties have come quite popular lately.
Yes, for a housing commission home or something of that kind.
Well, yes.
Or something with a low ceiling. Mind you, I don't mind them small, and a lot of women don't. They have no choice, of course, but it's the little bit on the end that counts. You know, in my shows, I've sometimes had glads so thick you can hardly get your hand around the stalk. You ever had those?
Yes, we have. We have huge gladdies. We grow them as tall as I am, 5 foot.
As tall as you
Yes,
are?
as tall as I am, and thickness like this.
Good heavens, how exciting!
It sure is.
Yeah, you might. No, they are a self-pollinating bisexual hermaphrodite flower.
Oh.
Yeah, they're evil things.
Oh, really?
But
I
look,
don't like the thought of my gladdies being...
Neither
you
do
mean,
I.
surely just the ones from Sydney.
No. Generally, worldwide, they're the same breeding. And,
It worries me a little bit because very often I leave them in a vase all on their own.
Yes, I assure you the beauty that they bring makes up for all of that.
The things they might get up to when your back is turned.
Yes, that funny sex life.
Isn't that spooky to know that about gladdies?
It is.
I've cherished them all these years. So I suppose if you pop them in a vase, don't let the kiddies watch them too closely.
No, that is a good idea.
This is my ode to Donald Burke. Has anyone done a poem about you before?
Never in my whole life.
Oh, well, this is a first, another first. For Burke's Backyard. Yes, that's the programme. Dame Edna, I'm the star. And little Donald here with me. Here's my poem. I've known this hairy little mite for nearly 30 years. He's shared with me his gardening tips, his joys, his hopes, his fears. I've known young Donald long before he grew that spooky beard. Yet let's face it, clean-shaven, young Don looks somewhat weird. He used to weed our nature strip. He made it look divine. And let's face it, possums, isn't a nature strip a Holmes bikini line? My audiences are my flower beds. I cherish them every row. I sometimes give them little digs to help their laughter grow. I water them with loving thoughts. No need for hose or tap. And my human flowers adore me when they all stand up to clap. Let's face it, Don, we're both adored. We are. By mummies, kids and daddies. And here we are in your backyard, up to our navels in gladdies.
That's superb.
I owe you some hospitality. I do. And I hope it's not too late to plant you in a nice warm seat in my theatre, the State. And here's a ticket to the show.
I wouldn't miss it for
Lots
quids.
of love. And
Thank you.
thank you for having me in your backyard. Thank you. It's been lovely. Goodbye, Possum. Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Bye, Dame Edna. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye, Dame Edna. On next